Computer. Okay. All right, you guys, team call the last Tuesday in February because Monday is March, which is like this. I know it's a short month, but still it went by so stinking fast. And I'm really pumped up, and I hope you are really pumped up to end this month strong. We have a flash sale, dollar joining, like what? I hope and I believe that you guys are all talking to all of your prospects and saying, girlfriend, you can save like $35 or more right now. If you do this thing that you're thinking about doing, let me help you. And telling all the people. So I was listening to some different trainers this week, and they kind of molded my training. And I was going back and forth about, should I continue talking about products? You guys have been loving learning about products, and Casey brought so much value last week. But you know what? I can talk about products and I can talk about detox and all those things, but it's not where I get fired up. I get fired up with the business side of things and showing up consistently. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about tonight. That's what I've been working on myself with. And so it's just naturally spilling out of me right now. So I hope you have your phone to take notes or you have a pencil to take notes, because these are 13 tips to success. And it really is all about setting yourself up for success and planning that out, okay? So maybe some of you have watched diamond documentaries. Do you guys know what a diamond documentary is? So when you hit diamond in the company, they make like an 8 to 10 minute video about you. And they send a videographer out to your home, and they film your family and they film your team. And it's really like a super special way to commemorate your achievement. And they're all on the Plexus Worldwide YouTube channel. I definitely recommend binge watching some of them because they're just super inspiring and super like, you know, pulling your heart, and they're wonderful. So maybe you've seen those, or maybe you've seen other people at the top of the company, and that has allowed you to dream of retiring your own husband, or traveling, or buying a gigantic house, or having a big impact on a lot of people's lives, schooling options, career options, shopping, recognition, financial and time freedom. Like people have lots of different whys, the thing that kind of drives you to work your business. There are whys like, when I first started, I wanted to buy cute clothes for my boys. I had 3 little boys, and I wanted to dress them really cute and in a certain style. And it was just something I didn't do because we were a 1-income family, and it just seemed wasteful. But if I had the extra money, I was definitely going to do that. And so that was really why I started sharing in the first place, was, oh, fun money. That's okay. It's okay to have a why like that. But if you have a why, you're showing up to this team call not for fun. You're showing up to grow. And so I'm going to talk to you like you are somebody that's serious about this business. So let's go. All right. Number 1, hold your team. Oh, let me mute our girl Alicia here. Hold your team gracefully accountable, because truth without grace isn't effective, and grace without truth isn't effective. So I have a real life example of why I put this on the list. In the last week, I hired a virtual personal trainer. I had a goal of getting fit this year, and I wasn't doing it on my own. I just wasn't. Like, January flew, and it was important to me, but I wasn't prioritizing it. I needed accountability. Okay. So my coach keeps me accountable. Like, I'm like this much afraid of like showing up to our weekly meetings and not having done what she told me to do. Like, I'm just this much afraid. Her muscles are gigantic. Okay. So what that provides me is, ooh, I better drink that water. Ooh, I better get in those steps that she told me to do. And I'm not really afraid of her, but I know that at that midweek, she's going to ask me, you did this, good job. You didn't do this, why? and I'm going to have to answer for that. Okay. So she put me into action. I asked her to hold me accountable, and that put me into action because I know she's going to deliver on that. That really got me thinking differently about the people that we bring onto our team and my next recruit, how I'll do that differently than I have in the past, because I know that they have health goals. And how are they going to reach their health goals if they are not in action? They need to be held accountable. We know that one of the hardest things for people is to take their products every single day. That's one of the hardest things. That's why people turn off their subscription, because they haven't taken their products, because they've forgotten. They need accountability, graceful accountability, right? Like, we're not here to scare anybody. We're here to love them down the right path that they said they wanted to go down. So be their accountability partner. Hold them to the thing that they said that they wanted to do, because that is love. That is effective. And then you're going to get people that have results with the products. And those are the people that are going to want to share once they get results with the products. Okay. They're trusting you. They're trusting me to hold them accountable. Number 2, we're going to stick with the accountability thing. Get an accountability partner for your IPA. This does not have to be your upline or your downline. It's fun if it's one of those things. It's really fun when it's your downline, but it can be a sideline. It needs to be somebody else that's working consistently, and be each other's accountability partner. Now, word of warning, don't find somebody that's working at a faster pace than you and expect them to motivate you. You got to do your part too. Okay. Same thing. If you're the one that's working really fast right now, don't try to motivate out of the kindness of your heart somebody that's not working at your pace. I can see an argument for doing those things, but I'm encouraging you to raise the bar for yourself and raise the bar for the other person and hold each other accountable. Pick somebody that's on this team call. They're showing up. The people on this call, they're showing up. Message them and say, hey, I want to host my own event and I could easily talk myself out of it. Will you do it with me? Will you hold me accountable to do this thing by the end of March? Will you message 5 people with me every day and let's check in with each other? That's huge. Accountability also gets you into action. And it's part of setting yourself up for success. If you have no accountability, I'm going to speak for myself. If I have no accountability and my day gets too busy, then it's getting written off. Even if it's important to me. Even if I've thought about it for 8 hours. Gotta do that thing, wanna do that thing, gotta do that thing. My work, my job, Plexus, career, and then I didn't do that thing. We have to set ourselves up for success. Number 3, ownership. This is a tough one that I feel like very few people master. Taking ownership for our business, not expecting our upline, downline, Plexus corporate to make our success come for us. If there's a hurdle in your way, jump it. Jump that freaking hurdle, whatever it is. Is it going live in stories? Is it holding your team accountable? Is it you fill in the blank? Because oftentimes we know what we're not doing that we should be doing to help our business move along, and own it. And just say, I haven't been messaging like I should. I haven't been genuine. I haven't been showing up every day like I should, whatever it is. And if you honestly don't know, been there, not sure what's going on here, Lord, I'm working, then ask your upline and really take what they say into consideration. Okay, ownership. I cannot stress that one enough. There's books about it. It's just super, super important to let the success of your business fall on your shoulders. Give it to God. That's not what I mean, but don't blame anybody else for wherever you're at. Okay, number 4, your top 2 things in this business: recruit and make leaders. If you are feeling like, I have to do more, I have to learn this, I have to learn that, I need to master that, what's the ingredients? What is this diamond doing? That's so cool. Now I'm going to look over here at this sparkly thing. Hone it in. If you're feeling overwhelmed, hone it in. You have 2 jobs: recruit and make leaders. What do you need to do to make that happen? Do those things. Number 5, lead out front. And what I mean by this is to create videos for your team. Create like training videos for them. Show up in your team chat. Show up on Instagram. Comment on the resources that are provided for you. The Plexus Philosophy page. Team chats here. Like on Facebook, our chats are where our culture is right now, because we can't all be together. It's where our culture is. So I would encourage you that if you're not talking to the people here, start talking, build those relationships, because it holds you deeper. It creates your knit to this team and to Plexus really, really tight. And that's where we want to be, because we will have hard days and we're going to have great days, and we're going to need somebody to pick us up, and we're going to want somebody to high five us on those really great days. So embrace the culture that we have here. It's really, really special, and it's really, really great. So lead out front, show your team the way, show them what you know. You don't have to be a leader, or you don't have to be an expert on everything to show them what you know. You already know something. You're here, you have learned something, share that with them and let them see you doing the things, because more is caught than taught. Okay, number 6. I'm gonna give you guys a prop right now, because this one is show up to events. All events. Yes, I mean all events. In person, online, corporate, anytime you can go to something, it helps create culture. It strengthens your belief in our products and in our opportunity. I'm literally like, I know Casey feels the same way. We have got to get you guys to a corporate event. I cannot believe that in 2020 we didn't have a corporate event. You guys, Plexus events are huge, gigantic, top of the line. I'm talking like walking around with hors d'oeuvres kind of thing, like dressing in prom dresses. Like those are the kind of things we did pre-2020. And you know what that did when I would go to those things is it built my belief in the company. They do it well. They do it debt-free. Our company is debt-free. They spoil us. They thank us. They make us feel like $1 million. And I want you guys to feel that. But until that can happen, show up to everything else. These Zoom calls, you're going to learn something every single time that you're going to be able to take and pour into your team. Okay. Show up to events. All right. Number 7, personal growth. Always. Always, always, always. Every day. This is something that whether you don't have one person on your team yet, or if you are a double diamond, this never stops. This is stewarding our time here on earth well, stewarding our business well, our friendships well, our minds well, personal growth. Read, listen, learn. If you need to listen to a podcast, do it. If you need to hold a physical book, do it. But learn something every single day, whether it is about leadership, whether it's people skills, whether it's about social marketing, whatever it is, learn something new every day, because you can't teach what you don't have. You cannot teach a skill that you don't hold on to already. So go and learn new things all the time. That one is really a non-negotiable. Number 8. Share all the important things. All the important things. So are you like dying for your team to like show up to Zoom calls? Are you really wanting them to show up to the events that you are holding so that they can learn more about the products? Are you invite them to all of the things all the time. With your team, share events, all the ones that you're going to. Invite them. I mean, what if they were sitting here right now and like just on a whim? They would be like, oh, they take this business seriously. You bet your butt we do. We take it seriously because this is our career. And then they would say, oh, it's not just like a thing. Like, what if the right person heard us talk seriously about it? They might take the opportunity seriously. watch the people that are growing. So there are very few, I think I've told you guys this before, but there are very few Plexus Diamonds compared to what I used to follow that I actually follow on social media now. They're all wonderful, they're all great, but it's very easy to get out of your lane when you're watching a bunch of people do a bunch of different things. So that's why I cut that down. But there are a few that I watch because they have been in momentum for years, basically. They have it figured out. And what they do is they share all the time. Not a day goes by that they don't talk about Plexus in their stories. Not a day goes by because they want to be known as the Plexus girl. They want to hold tight to that title. And I think that's really wise. It's obviously working for them because all the ones that I watch, that's what they do. They offer it. See, if you offer it every day, it's not a sales pitch. You don't feel like I have to tell you this one thing really quick because I'm only going to have one opportunity. No, because you know that tomorrow you're talking about it too. So it's literally just offering. And most days, nobody is going to say anything. Nobody's going to take you up on that offer most days, but then they will, you know, but someday they will. And that's why it's an offer, because it's when they're ready. We're here to serve them when they're ready. Okay. So share all the important things. Funnel your people to where you want them to go. Do you want them to go down the Plexus route? Okay, offer Plexus. Do you want them to show up to events? Okay, you have to offer the events. Okay. Number 9, be competitive with yourself. Show up for yourself and your why. That's it. Be this much better than you were yesterday. Always being gracious with yourself, never giving yourself a guilt trip at all, but just be this much better than you were yesterday. And all of that adds up to be so much more. I wish I had my phone in here. The boys have my phone. I was looking at this the other day, you guys. The first time I tried to start taking pictures to work on attraction marketing, it's ridiculous. Like it's ridiculous, but we all start somewhere. Like I know where I was standing at in my kitchen, and it was not good. Okay, but messy action. I had to start somewhere. If I didn't start taking those sorry pictures, then I wouldn't know how to take a picture now. We all have to start somewhere, and we can't compare our day 1 to somebody else's day 299. It doesn't work like that. We cannot be afraid of looking small. We have to look small. I told Lucas today, okay, I'm a week into my fitness journey with this trainer, and I'm getting impatient. I want to be fit right now. Well, that doesn't even make sense. I do feel that way, by the way, but it doesn't make sense. Right? We have to let ourselves be a beginner. It's okay to be a beginner. So be competitive with yourself. Challenge yourself to show up different and better every day. Number 10, this team is so good about this. I almost didn't even put it on the list, but I'm going to say it because it is true. It does set us up for success. No negativity ever. I'm so proud of this team, you guys. I'm so proud of this team. Our chats do not get negative. They don't start complaining. We are not those people. If you have something negative to say that you simply cannot hold in, like it's just going to bust out of you, then you go up with it. You talk to your upline about it. You never talk to your sidelines about it. You never talk to your downlines about it. You go up with it, because your upline not only is somebody that will hear you out, but they also have stock in keeping a positive team. You know, like they're not going to let that spiral, because a negative team is ugly and it's not fun, and nobody wants to manage a bunch of negative people or work with a bunch of negative people. Okay. So if you go to your upline with something that is less than positive, guess what? I can say this to all the people on the screen right now. Your upline knows you and trusts you, and you're in a safe spot. Okay. Just, we never go down with it. We never turn a team chat negative ever. And that is not Plexus. Okay. Number 11. Oh, toughie. You can't help someone who won't help themselves. You'll have to be reminded of this one time and time again because it's a heart wrencher. It really is. And it goes for products and business. When you see that you can help someone and they let the products slip through their fingers because they can't stay consistent, or they let the business slip through their fingers because of A, B, C, or D, it's hard. It's hard, but we can't want it for anyone. We can lead by example. We can encourage. We can love people where they're at and show them the way, but they are ultimately in charge of their own life, which is how we want it, right? Like we want to work with people that want it and keep friendships intact in the meantime, but really just love people where they're at, but realize that we cannot want something for them that they don't want for themselves. Number 12. You guys will see this one on my Instagram post tomorrow, but I heard this recently and it hit me and I haven't stopped thinking about it. It's a formula. Phenomenal plus inconsistent equals average. You can have phenomenal social marketing skills, people skills, whatever skills, but if you're inconsistent in working them, then your result will be average. Consistency is everything. And, we're talking about the business right now, but that's true for anything. That's true for fitness. It's true for discipling people. If you don't show up to the things that are important for you, your results are going to show that. But here's the good news. Phenomenal, which all of you are, plus consistent equals incredible. The only difference is the consistency. And that's exciting because that's something we can control. Give me something I can control. Okay, I can show up every day. Now that I can do. And I leave the results to the Lord, but I have to do my part. Right? So, number 13. Last one. I'll sum it up here. Accountability to be consistent. You need accountability to be consistent. That's it. Stay the course. Grow personally. Serve your friends that have not joined you yet. Serve your team. Recruit and grow leaders. But get accountability to be consistent. And I just want to say, if you are feeling any sort of emotion from anything that I said tonight, lean into that. Don't get defensive. Don't get discouraged. Lean into it. That's one of your hurdles. Grow. Jump over it. No excuses. Don't give yourself that out. It's too easy. It's too easy. Take action. Your why becomes your reality when you do the work consistently. Not just a few months, way longer. Okay, that is meant to be encouraging because that's something you can hold in your hand and say, I will do my part. I will show up every day. I will steward this business well because I'm here for a reason. I'm here to serve people. Let me see. Oh, I don't know what I said. If you don't show up for the things that are important to you, I don't know. Somebody else is going to have to answer while this is the recording. I'm sorry. But that's it, you guys. That's it. Those are my top 13 tips for setting yourself up for success. Go do them. Go be those people that do what they say they're going to do. Go achieve it. Show up every day. That's what this team is doing. Casey's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And there are lots of faces on here that I know have told me I'm not going anywhere. So let's steward it well. Let's honor the Lord with our actions every single day with this business. How freaking exciting is that? I love it so much. Okay, so let's move on to some announcements real quick here. Maybe you guys saw in Team Wellness, March 1st is the Team Wellness monthly meeting. You guys, I think this is the third month. I think we started in January, if I remember right. But there's like giveaways. They're super fun. And Rachel Anderson, Heather Nisler, and a couple other people are leading this one. It's March 1st. The info is in Team Wellness. It's a Zoom, and it's fun. The Gold and Above retreat. It is mid-April, April 15th, 18th, I think. But you guys, if you are not gold yet, and you think that you could be gold soon, that's 20 people on your team. Bust your butt to get to this retreat. The trainers it will change your mindset. It will change how you do everything. It goes back to showing up to events, but there's going to be 100 of us in this big wooden house in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. You're going to be there with all of the jewels, and jewels from other people's, and you're going to make friends from Team Wellness. Like, it's going to be great. It's going to be so fun. And I want to hug you. So if you are gold, I beg you to go if it's possible. If you are not gold, can you bust your butt to get there? Can you get 20 people on your team? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Okay, tomorrow night, I want to invite everybody to a group. I'll put the link in the Business Builders chat. It's called Let's Talk Wellness. I'm just doing a let's talk about our products. I'm going to give a testimony or two, and then I'm going to go over our key products. We did this last week, and Jody got an ambassador from it. Yay, Jody. And so she's like, do another one. So we're going to do another one. We're going to end the month strong. So it'll be less than 30 minutes of my head talking. I'll send the link. Really want to encourage mapping calls with your upline. A new month is coming, and it's time to goal set. So message your upline and just say, hey, can we get on a Zoom or on a FaceTime and map out my month? Help me figure out my goal for next month. Really, really would encourage that, and encourage you to do it with your downline. And then I talked about personal growth. Just wanted to hit on this, you guys. Some books, How to Win Friends and Influence People, really good. Really have fallen in love with Dr. Henry Cloud ever since he showed up to Leaders Retreat. Bob Heilig always has some really good things to say. Kristen Boss over on Instagram, and then Abby Kappa, She's Here For It podcast. Those are kind of ones that we talk about a lot because they're reliable. I know there's many, many out there. So if you have one that you would like to throw in the team chat that you've found value from, feel free to do that. But just wanted to encourage you and give you some resources. So does anybody have anything they would like to say? I got dry mouth now. Thank you so much, you guys, for showing up tonight. I appreciate you. I see you. And I believe that you can do big things. Go ahead, Kate.
I was just going to say, this is so good. I really liked it. Simplify all my notes.
Yay, I'm glad.
I'm leaning in.
Good. Me too. Preaching to myself. Alicia's got notes. Is that where you were showing, Alicia? Notes. Cool. All right, you guys. Melissa's got notes. Kara's got notes. We all got notes. That means we're all growing. And I printed mine. Normally I don't print them, but I printed them because I needed them too. So, all right, you guys, have a great Tuesday night, and we'll talk later.